Hello again, everyone. This is Game Collector, and this week I have with me two guys and a third guy inside not Robot Masters. That's a completely different series, which I don't have any of. Robots in Disguise, Transformers Ultra Magnus, or Transformers Robots in Disguise Ultra Magnus. Either way, I could start using the Japanese names because I'm pretty sure there are enough of them, but you get the idea. And granted, while this guy is only supposed to carry, like, 3 deluxes, he can at least carry a Voyager. And yo, dog, I heard you liked Ultra Magnus, so we put Ultra Magnus on top of Ultra Magnus. I'm sure if I got the rest out, I could do full-blown Magnusception. Because I have the G1 and the animated one, too. So, you know, considering that you can have Blur up here, Springer up here, and then Cup in the back right there. He is a fully fledged car carrier that can, well, carry your Generations or classic size deluxe scale figures and things. And at least one Voyager that I know of. Well, 2, if you count that one that I put on him just for that one joke. And here's his vehicle mode. Here's his gun. Don't have the missiles for it. I wonder why. And it can be mounted here. Or back here. You get the idea. It is reminiscent of his G1 body, in a sense. Now, this is the American toy, but the tires still say God Magnus on them. And yes, they are rubber. Let's see here. Transformers. Cybertron. Yeah, it's these back here. And the camera doesn't want to focus because of the glare. Oh well. And he has some electronics. Like that. And since, you know, he admitted it himself, let's get right onto it. To transform him, we gotta do some parts leprosy and, you know, disconnect this entire front portion from the back. And, you know, close these up so it looks like a truck cab with hands sticking out of the back. And now you have this thing and this. I wonder what these are going to become because they're so long. Well, next thing you got to do is, let's see if I can do this. Push up and pull, and there, they have now split. Pull this up, fold that in, fold this back, fold this forward, and after you're done doing the Transformers parts origami, you have what appears to be a leg. And then you continue to do parts origami on the other side. And you have the other leg. So we're just going to set the legs right there. And, you know, wait for them to topple over. While, you know, I try to remember if I can do the upper body properly. First of all, separate the arms from this backpack. You're going to want to do that. And spread them out so they can go like this. Rotate the shoulders up and rotate the arms so they're pointing the right direction. And if entirely possible, get the hands to, you know, point the proper directions too. That's kind of an important thing. Next, ignore that and split the wings. Doesn't matter how wonky they get for now. You can always correct it, like right now, like so. And then this chunk of kibble gets to be rotated around. This pulls down and these flip out. Fold them forward. And rotate the head around. We're not done yet. I mean, sure, he has an upper body, but no legs. Which means you have to kind of lift these arms up. The joints are kind of old, so they sag. Take this entire front bumper portion, fold it up back here. Not that it'll want to stay there. And then you're going to have to, you know, just completely pop everything open so you can get the joints for the legs to fold down. And then you put everything right back together if possible. Hoy. Now this guy is like quite a few years old, like 14 years old. Now 13 and a half so far. He'll be 14 in a few months. And there you have the upper body. Just plug the one leg in. Plug the leg in. Plug the other leg in. And there. Transformers RiD Ultra Magnus. And he is a bit far away from the camera, but that's because he's so huge. If you can remember how many problems I had in the previous video with Optimus Prime, yeah, this is why I'm doing it up here. And it's only going to get worse in the next video. So you're just going to have to deal with this for now. And let's move on to his gun, which activates more sounds. Yeah, I lost the missiles. Big deal. So, first of all, let's see which port is on that side. That's the circle port. So, it plugs in like so, and if you do it correctly, this should press down on the pins. Oh no, it has to be... What? This thing. Just this thing. I hate this gun. You have no idea how much I hate this gun. So anyway, when it's plugged in on that side, I didn't do it right, because... So, see these, and those, square pegs, round pegs. These square pegs, round holes, you know, it's plugged in there. Hopefully I do it. Yeah. That sound is supposed to be this giant circular gun barrel going. It's a plasma cannon. And then flip it around, and you do the same thing. Pardon. On the other side, let's see if I can get it to plug in, first of all. And then Yep, it's a minigun or a Gatling gun. Okay, that goes like that, and like this, and then both of them plug into both sides at once. Hold on, I'm being a derp. Trust me when I say this is not an easy thing. Let's see, is that one plugged in? Yes, it is. Let's see if I can get this one plugged in too. Please, please, please. Okay, so one side is plugged in, but the other one is no longer. See, when both triggers are pressed, it should... There you go! That's the sound it should totally make when both of these are plugged in properly. Yeah. So that's him in his attack mode that completely, covers his head up for some weird reason. But if done properly, and all the parts are rotated around, there, now you can see his face and it's not going to make the noises anymore. And so Ultra Magnus became heavy weapons guy. With the wrong sounds. There you go. So, the giant barely working gun aside, he has wrist swivel, ball-jointed wrist, ball-jointed elbow, ball-jointed shoulder, which is also on a hinge, or a swivel, yeah, on a swivel. Head is on a ball joint, which is on a hinge, Knees, knees are on a ratchet, and connected via swivel, and the leg is a ratchet and a swivel. So, there. That's about all of his articulation. And he wasn't really in shot that well, but, you get the general idea because of how big he is. But considering how top-heavy and electronics-laden he is, some of you already know how much of a accessory he's going to be. And his tech spec and bio are, let's hit the road, Autobots! We have a planet to save. Jesus. I hate reading these, especially the early aughts ones, because if you've actually seen the show, he starts out as a really cool and angsty anti-hero, and then becomes a hero, and then becomes a, well, you'll see in the next video. Ultra Magnus changes into a transport truck and can carry Autobot warriors over long distances at incredible speed, which is kind of dumb because they have a space bridge to do that for them. He is a professional soldier loaded with a fierce and fiery weaponry. Blue bolts. Yeah. This thing is called Blue Bolts, by the way. He can also fly with his turbocharged, high-powered jet engine. He and Optimus Prime can join together to create a super powerful force of strength and wisdom. And, that they're not just talking about as a team. They're being literal with that combine phrase, can join together phrase. But yes, here's the big jetpack thing. And what else did they say? Blue bolts. Oh yeah, and his stats are 10, Strength 10, Intelligence 10, Speed 10, Endurance 9, Rank 9, Courage 10, Firepower. Yes, it says Firepower, not Fire Blast. Firepower 10 and Skill 10. Because he's not Optimus Prime, he doesn't have straight 10s, and this is, you know, before Optimus Prime, he got a bit of a fair nerf. Same with Megatron. But, you know, stuff and things and stuff. So, yeah. Guess that'll round it up for today. You'll see more of this guy in the next episode, or technically less of this guy in the next episode. So, later.